welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Laura, and in today's video we're starting a brand new series on our channel. We're going to call it Checking Off Our Fall Bucket List. If you know us, you know that we love a good adventure around here, whether that's going somewhere far away or exploring somewhere close by here in our home state of Missouri, but we also love making just like our everyday life little mini adventures, trying new things and stuff like that. So this series is super exciting. I love the fall season. So do our kids. They love all the different festivals and parties and Halloween and just all the fun things that are going on in the fall. So I was just looking online and I found this ultimate fall bucket list for families. I found this on a website, like a blog post type of thing, and I will leave that link in the description box down below in case you want to go check out the same one. We've honestly started checking off some of these things before we even got the list. So for example, go back to school shopping. The kids are all back in school now, so we did go and get all of their supplies. We have kids now ranging from second grade to junior in high school, so it's all the extracurricular things have started. It's very busy around here, but we still like to make time for fun. And then we also had like a bonfire night. The kids wanted to roast s'mores, and so the last night that we were all together as a family, if you're new here, we're a blended family, so we're not all together all at the same time. And so the last night that all 7 of us were together, we had a little bonfire in our backyard, and we roasted marshmallows and we made s'mores, which are all things on this list. So we've already checked off a few of these things. I also thought it'd be a fun idea for the intro of all of these videos to be kind of like this one, where I will show clips of kind of what our farm looks like at that point in the fall season, and we can kind of see how it changes throughout this series. I thought that would be really fun too, and a good way for you to kind of come along with us for more of the farm stuff, because I know that we haven't done much of that in a while. For instance, we have a mama pig that's about to have piglets. We also have a new puppy. His name is Cody. That's kind of really like a bittersweet, really a sad, tragic story that has turned out to be, you know, this cute little puppy that we now have and love. But for those of you who have been around for a while, I also did want to tell you in this video that our other cattle dog, Howdy, had run away from the farm and we lost him, and it turned out that he had gotten hit by a car. This all happened like before our Clearwater, Florida vacation series, but it's just, I don't know, we haven't done any videos here at home for me to really get the chance to sit down and talk to you guys and tell you that sad news. So for those of you that have been around, we loved Howdy so much. It was just really terrible, tragic thing that happened. We are definitely going to be a lot more protective of Cody and not give him as much trust as we gave Howdy, as far as just being able to like roam freely on the farm. But back to all the fall things. One thing that I know that the girls wanted to do was try making candy apples from this list, so we're going to do that today and see what else we can check off of this list. Come along with us. So yesterday I was putting up all of our Halloween decorations, and these are some things that I did not use. I was just getting ready to take all this stuff to Goodwill today because I thought, oh well, if I didn't use it this year, I probably won't use it next year either. I'm just gonna get rid of it. But then I noticed one of the items on the list was make a fall wreath together. So I think this is one of the things that we'll do later tonight as well. Let the girls all work together and I'll help them hot glue things on here and make a pretty little wreath. And then when we're done, we can put it up here on this door, because this is just like a neutral one that I made, I don't know, a really long time ago. So make a pretty fall one instead. I'm also super excited for fall because of all the crock pot meals. Mark is making a roast. He started this on the smoker outside this morning, and now it's in the crock pot until dinner time. It smells delicious. Mark put these hammocks up for the girls this weekend, and they have been outside basically living in them. Mark had to go take Michaela to her volleyball photos today, and then they also were going to stop by and get the apples so we can make candy apples tonight. So in the meantime, I'm going to read some of this book that I've been reading. The cover is very fall vibes. I don't think like the content is really anything to do with fall. It's more just like supernatural, kind of typical Stephen King weirdness, honestly. I had to lay down because the sun was right in my face. But I do want to read some more like actual like fall vibes type of books. So if you have any in mind, feel free to leave those in the comments as well. So Lexi and I are just going to be chilling in the hammock. She's watching videos, I think, on my phone, or playing games on my phone. I'm gonna be reading. And then when Mark gets back home, we'll finally get into the actual like fall activities. Mark and Michaela picked up the caramel apple kits at the store because the girls like caramel apples. They've actually never tried the candy apples where it's like the red hard candy coating, but we did get stuff to make that too. So they got the corn syrup, a big bag of sugar. You need sugar, I think, for both caramel apples and candy apples. And then we already had some red food coloring. So they wanted to do it with the red apples. So Mark is gonna finish making dinner and then we can get started making our apples and the rest of the things.
Okay.
Kayla's taking all the stickers from the apples. We're getting them all ready to go. We're gonna wash them and then we're going to stick the popsicle sticks on them. We've got a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Now we're gonna take the sticks and just push it down through the middle.
Yeah, I can. Whatever we have left over, we can make the Squid Game cookies.
They said these are the same ingredients as Squid Game cookies. Okay, so we're gonna pour in the corn syrup.
Here we go.
1/4 cup of that.
Make the circle.
Paisley put 3/4 cup of water in there. And then 2 cups of sugar.
Okay.
Lex, you hold the cup and I'll pour. Careful, because it's turned on. Whoops.
Just dump it in there, Lexi.
Well,
This is 2 scoops.
all right, we got the mess cleaned up. So now we're gonna bring the mixture to a boil on high heat. All right, the sugar's starting to boil, so now we're gonna turn it down to medium heat. And we're gonna add some food coloring.
Whoa, that's
Okay.
cool looking.
Let's try not to do too much this time. All right.
Perfect. I'm the new chef in town. Pour it in.
Ooh, look.
Ice cream.
Here, stir it.
Canister. Bottles.
Stir it a little bit and then let Paisley
Paste.
do it. Next, you're supposed to put in a candy thermometer. This is the thermometer that we have, so hopefully that'll work. And let the temperature get to 300. Well, Mark is working on the candy coating. The girls abandoned us, by the way, so we're now doing this on our own. I'm sure they'll come in to do the decorating, but we're gonna start making the caramel candy though in the meantime. So it's milk, 8 ounces of milk, and then one of these little packets that come with the kit. And then you stir this together, and kind of the same thing with the candy coating. You let this boil for, this one you just let boil for 2 minutes, and then you take it down to a lower heat, and then you add the sugar. Caramel mixture is starting to boil now, so we're gonna let it boil for 2 minutes, stirring constantly. Meanwhile, I think the candy coating is at 300 degrees, so we're gonna take that off and let that one rest for a few minutes before we start dipping the apples in those. All right, we're gonna dump in 2.5 cups of sugar into the caramel mixture. And then once the sugar is mixed in, we're going to stir occasionally. And we're gonna use the thermometer again to let this get to what they call the softball stage, which is 242 degrees. Ew, it looks like a bloody apple.
You should
It looks
definitely
like
make
from-
this for the Halloween party.
What movie is it? Cinderella. Not Cinderella. Snow White.
Yeah, Snow
Snow
White.
White.
Mm-hmm.
The
The
apple.
poison apple.
Lexi, eat your poison apple.
Hot.
From who? The evil stepmom.
From Lola. Oh
Hurry, it's getting hard again. You gotta work fast, I think, with the candy coating stuff, honestly. It said to let it sit for a few minutes. I don't think that's true. I would not do that. I would just coat it immediately. I don't know, unless we're doing something wrong. I did have a mishap with the sugar, so maybe there's a little more sugar than there should be.
What What'd you do to my apple?
Looks deformed.
Here's mine.
You know what? As long as it'll taste good. Time to dip the caramel apples now.
Alright, this is my big caramel apple.
Ew, there's like chunky layers.
Drip the apple.
Hold it over
Next
this.
one.
There you go. All right, Lexi, do yours.
Coated.
you get your caramel coated? Yeah.
My turn to caramel.
You gonna try your candy apples?
Yeah. Just sprinkle that in.
Okay, take a bite. They're hard. Don't break your teeth.
Can't do it because my.
Lexi has no teeth.
And then I have like no teeth.
Did you get? You didn't even get any apple in it.
I don't know if you like cool.
I mean,
This is impossible.
Poor Lexi with no teeth.
This is impossible.
How is it,
Maybe
KK?
you just need to cut a piece off with a knife and let you have a bite.
Yeah, we can cut it. Is it all right?
really sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lollipop.
Lexi's just gonna lick it.
2 hours later.
It kind of is like a big sucker now with that candy, like hard shell.
I don't like the red candy apple, so I put cinnamon on mine.
Which is kind of cool because it's like, it made the apples just a little bit warm from like the hot candy coating. And then I'm taking mine and I'm dipping it in extra caramel.
I'm going to go ahead and say that they say 10 minutes off the heat. I'm going to say you probably ought to go with more like 20.
Yeah, it really
Because
does
this
cool
is
down
really,
quite a bit.
really thin
You just coat
still.
it,
And I mean,
and then-
if you want to have any coating at all, I mean, you can see how I have to keep basically rotating it just to keep the coating on. And then I'm
And-
taking them and I'm sticking them straight in the freezer, honestly, to try to harden them. Definitely make sure your apples are really good and chilled all the way through.
We're gonna finish eating our apple treats and clean up our mess, and then we might
just-
go make the wreath next. So we got flowers, and we've got these little things, and we got some pumpkins or some pine cones on here. We can pull the pieces off and figure out how we want to lay them on. And then we've got our glue gun that we can glue everything down with. Here's the final look of their pretty little fall wreath. Lots of flowers on that one, and one little thing of pumpkins. I think it's cute. That's gonna be it for this video. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more fall fun adventures from us, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks so much for watching.